What is going on, YouTube? Thank you for joining me. To my side here, this is a graph representing the top decks used in the Diamond 5 through 1 ranked ladder. Got this graph from Hex Decks. I'll put a link in the description to the video where I got this graph from. In the previous video that I made, we were discussing these top 5 decks. I showed some example decks, and we were thinking about what you might want to play going forward into the Duelist Cup. So now we're going to take a look at how are we going to counter these top decks. So I figure if we can counter Despia, branded Despia, Swordsoul, and Floowandereeze, that will take up.
Now is the time. My ever-faithful companion, Dark Magician!
Over 25%, almost 28% of the metagame. And a lot of these ways that we're going to counter them will overlap with other cards, other decks. So to begin, to counter Despia, there's a couple things that we can do here. Move through them quickly. Droll and Lockbird. Droll and Lockbird. It's going to stop them if they don't start out with the branded fusion. Now, if they do have branded fusion in the hand already, this goes even if they don't have the branded fusion. Do not Ash Blossom the Aloe Bear. If you have Ash Blossom in the hand, you want to wait for the branded fusion. That is your Ash target. We'll talk more about that later. If you're using Dragon Links, I highly recommend Frame Gear Gamma. Stop Lubellion's effect. If it's not chain link blocked by a branded tragedy. You can use a Veiler or an Imperm to stop the Lubellion effect if there's no branded comedy engraved. Something to keep in mind. Rivalry of the Warlords is an excellent trap. Now, you want to use the rivalry when they have a fairy monster out. That is the comedy, Aloe Bear, tragedy, the ad libitum. Those are all fairy monsters. So while the fairy's on the field, flip the rivalry, and that's going to prevent them from summoning a dragon. Compulsory evacuation device can be used to send the Mirror Jade from the field to the hand, but it'll actually go back to the extra deck. It's a good way to counter the Mirror Jade. I don't know if you're going to want to main deck compulsory though, so that's something like a side deck card. Ash Blossom, hit the branded fusion. Excellent. You know, you're going to be playing Call by the Grave, so that's standard. DD Crow, another hand trap to consider. Banish their ad libitum from their grave. Dimensional Barrier, but I don't know if you're going to want to main deck that. Call by the Grave, banish the Mirror Jade, you're good. Banish the Mirror Jade, negate it, fine. That would actually save you from your monsters being destroyed during the end phase. Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion will stop the Brandon Red, Lubellion, or Albion's fusion summoning. Something that you might want to use. Also, if you play a deck that uses spellcasters, think about using the Secret Village of the Spellcasters. That will completely shut down their spells, your opponent's spells. If you control a spellcaster, your opponent would have to control no spellcasters as well. But if they did control a spellcaster, then they can also activate their spell effects. Save Ash for branded fusion. And Nightmare Unicorn, the Mirror Jade. Best way to get rid of Mirror Jade, and it won't nuke your field. Moving on, Swordsoul. Not too much you can do. Maybe Token Collector, but it's not optimal. Lancia is interesting. Now, you really want to consider using Nibiru, but they might Barone it. So, Imperm and Veiler are going to be some of your best ways to counter Swordsoul. Someone says Ogre Moyi. Do the Ogre. Why not? Snow Ogre. Oh, Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. I was close. I called it Snow Ogre. I think that is going to be your best ways to counter Swordsoul. Finally, for just today, we're talking about the top 3 dogs, top 3 decks. Floowandereeze. You want an Imperm or Veiler, the normal summon, that's going to be Robina. You could Ash, but it's probably going to be Chain Link blocked. You can also use Ghost Ogre. So there we have Ghost Ogre overlapping again. These are going to be some of the top hand traps you're going to want to use this format, this Duelist Cup. Ghost Ogre or pop the Field Spell. That'll help you out. Again, Droll and Lockbird. So we have Droll and Lockbird coming up very frequently here. Not only will Droll and Lockbird help you with branded Despia and Floowandereeze, but that's also going to stop Princess, Dragon Link. Going to be very effective moving forward. I think that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Visit us on Twitch, link in the description. Thank you to Hex Dex for creating this chart so we could have a visual representation to look at while we think about what we're going to be playing with in this Duelist Cup. Until next time, peace out.